On Christmas Day in 1972, a miracle occurred in Juarez, Mexico, at a garbage dump. Catholic missionaries served dinner to over 300 people, where dozens of people claimed that the food began to multiply. This ministry to the people of Juarez is now known as the Ministry of the Lord's Ranch near El Paso, Texas. The ministries were started by a Catholic Jesuit priest named Father Richard Thomas. Many people believe that one day Father Thomas will be named a saint. Juarez is a city of over 2 million, which struggles with crime and poverty. At the center of the ministry in Juarez is a place called the Lord's Food Bank. It is run by full-time volunteers and part-time. Full-time volunteers receive food in return for their work. The missionaries serve the poorest people of Juarez, including those who are unable to leave their homes because of illness or old age. During these visits, the missionaries pray with the poor, spend time with them, and offer them food.
Pero vamos a regresar. ¿Le gusta que vengamos?
Most of the poor cannot afford basic health care. Grammar school for children is only $50 a semester, but many of the poor parents cannot afford it. The volunteers also run a pre-kinder school. Volunteer doctors and nurses work at the free pharmacy/clinic for the poor. Volunteers do not receive salaries, so they are sustained by prayer. Visitors often find themselves praying more than they've ever done in their lives.
La verdad de Yahweh es para siempre, aleluya.
The Lord's Ranch community has its El Paso headquarters at a place called Las Salas. Here they have bilingual prayer meetings. Las Salas is also staffed by volunteers. Many of them live in El Paso. Every Wednesday night there's a prayer meeting, which starts out with praise and worship. The joy at these prayer meetings is incredible. After the praise and worship, there is a teaching, usually given by a member of the community. The prayer meeting ends with a Mass. Another major ministry of the Lord's Ranch is their radio station, KJES. It broadcasts scripture and praise and worship as far as Europe to South America and even as far as Japan. Volunteers operate 7 days a week. Each week, at least 20 volunteers visit jail inmates. They pray with them, talk to them, sing to them, and even bring them food. The same day, volunteers visit patients at a mental hospital. Here they pray with the patients, offer them snacks, and sing with them. Many patients have found healing from their afflictions. Members of the Lord's Ranch community are very committed to pro-life ministry. They picket in the streets, and they pray outside of abortion mills, as well as hand out literature to women who are considering abortions. They've saved over 1,000 babies. This lady provides housing for women who have experienced unplanned pregnancies. Members of the community also throw baby showers for women who have changed their minds about abortion. The Lord's Ranch is about 40 minutes from El Paso, Texas. It was originally meant to be a retreat center for troubled youths. The ranch is 640 acres and is in a very quiet and secluded place. It still serves as a retreat center and also as a home for the full-time missionaries. Life at the ranch is very simple. There's no air conditioning, and in the summer it's normally 100 degrees every day. There's no microwave, no live television, and food is very simple. This simple lifestyle leaves a lot of time for prayer. Many visitors say that they have grown much closer to the Lord while at the ranch. There are 2 small masses a week at the ranch, normally in the kitchen area. The larger Sunday masses attract people from as far as an hour away. The Lord's Ranch receives hundreds of visitors every year. Most of them are young students. They come from all over the United States and even as far as Europe. Visitors experience a life of poverty at the ranch, and they also participate in all of the ministries. The ranch is a place where visitors find tremendous joy and oftentimes conversion. There are 5 adult volunteers who live at the ranch permanently. They work as missionaries. Mike Reuter saw a documentary about the Lord's Ranch and came to live there 20 years ago. He lives there now. Norma Garcia was once a New Mexico politician, but she left that life to be a poor missionary at the Lord's Ranch. Ellen Hogarty visited the ranch for 1 month during college. She decided to stay, and that month turned into 25 years. Mike and Mary Ann Halloran were married on the ranch over 30 years ago. Mike comes from an influential Rhode Island family. Mary Ann came from Phoenix. The Hallorans have 8 children, 4 of whom still live at the ranch. In 2007, Mike and Norma were married. They have an infant daughter. The Lord's Ranch ministries are funded by private donors, mostly from out of state. Members of the Lord's Ranch community are dedicated to serving God, and they rely on God's providence. For more than 30 years, it's worked out very well.